All right, ladies, let's talk about poverty here. So this person asked this girl who was poor, basically, what are you going to do with your life? You know? She said, honestly, I didn't know I had a choice. That is so true for girls who come from poverty. Whether you come from generational poverty, life just happens to you. And that is a mindset that is not okay when you come from that. There's no planning, there's no dreaming, you just live and roll with the punches. Very true. So when we're looking at girls who are in poverty, usually there's no, role modeling for something different. Like this mother had come in another chapter, she came in and she was pregnant. And then 15 years later, the daughter she had come in and she was pregnant too, out of wedlock. So, a lot of times each generation, continues to, copy the other generation. I know for me, when I had graduated early from high school, it was unheard of in my family. It really was. We had a graduation party, and it was just like, holy cow, how did she do that? And I did that mostly on my own. I really did. I didn't really have help with that. And then, so that was a real booster for me. And I knew I was going to do something with my life. So I had that done. And I had done that. And then I went to college and I was just like, this is not for me. I'm pretty down to earth. These people feel fake to me. And then I went to hairdressing school and I graduated while I was pregnant with my firstborn son. So, pregnancy for a lot of women is like a life sentence. They feel like all their dreams are gone. And she talks about on here how a lot of women from poverty, with all the contraceptives we have that are free, why are women still getting pregnant? And she talks about here how basically when you are in a poor neighborhood, and it's very true, what happens is you usually need a man, and you need a man to protect you. If you do not have a man who protects you in a neighborhood, you are like, especially your kids, are like, fair game for daughters. So this woman said that her mother had a very abusive man in her life, and the mother suffered, and she put up with the abuse to protect her kids. And then usually, how do they become pregnant? Well, a man's only going to stay if you keep having sex with him, right? In many cases. So, with all the different boyfriends, basically, you'd see a new guy come in with another woman, and my grandmother had many boyfriends, and another pregnancy. So this is how poverty affects a lot of women who have unplanned pregnancies. And they're single, and it's not like they can just take a class sometimes if they don't have the internet or something. Now last night, I will tell you something that's very true. I was at the pool with a friend, and there was another guy who the night before was trying to have me, work out with him and stuff. So when he saw this guy with me, a friend, last night, he left me alone. So, so even, this guy was drinking, and he went after someone else and said, I'm going to drown you. The guy wouldn't shake his hand. So he's like, you don't want to shake my hand? And he was drunk, and he's like, I'm just going to drown you. Come on, let's go. Let's fight. And he just is someone who likes to fight. And so, a lot back in the day, you had a man to protect you. And so this is the kind of stuff we're dealing with unplanned pregnancies. It's not just, let me throw you some money. It's some serious, dynamics, family dynamics, where women need help. And especially in the projects in the low poverty areas.